Cyber attacks continue to impact Filipino netizens with their e-wallets, often the target. We talk about how to avoid these security threats with BPI Chief Digital Officer Noel Santiago. Noel, thank you so much for joining us. So share with us, what are the most prevalent types of cyber frauds?
Yeah, it all starts with the most prevalent right now is the SMS, wherein people will be blasted with some links and offering certain promotion, some goodies and giveaways. And once you start clicking that, it takes you to some bogus sites that will collect your data or information that would even include bank sensitive information. So that's the most active right now, SMS. And then the next one will be what we call vishing. The first one is smishing. Second is vishing, wherein someone will call you and pretend that they're from a bank and make some offers and then asking you for a lot of information. And the most recent one that's now coming up with proliferation of QR codes in the country, they're now called quishing. No? So from smishing, vishing to now quishing, wherein QR codes now will be masqueraded as a legit QR code, but once you start scanning them, it redirects you to another site as well, another bogus site.
All right, these
So that's
SMS
what's happening
frauds, smishing, bishing, quishing, do our kababayans easily fall for these kinds of cyber frauds, Noel?
Yeah, we're still seeing lots of victims, especially although this is not new. Smishing, vishing has been there for the last 3 or 4 years. And in spite of the warning and reminders that have been given to everyone, the whole industry is not resting on their laurels. They've been educating their customer base actively. However, there's still victims on this. No, I think the fraudster understand what is the right time of attacking these victims. So they explore the vulnerability of those people.
Of course, Bank of the Philippine Islands has its online banking system. A lot of depositors, account holders share their information on the internet and on your applications. How secure is personal data?
Okay, we can almost guarantee. We're guaranteeing that your data that is used in the bank is secure. We have created levels of security and process and framework technology that will ensure that customer data are protected. Now, however, most of the data that is being compromised is not coming from the bank. It's coming from the customer exposing themselves to social media.
And what are the new developments, Noel, that will further strengthen our cybersecurity?
I can say that the whole industry, not just BPI, is actively pursuing technology investments to address these frauds. No, they're employing artificial intelligence, machine learning to preempt and detect possible frauds as early as the time that's still being orchestrated. Number two, even the government with the issuance of the national ID, and we're waiting for it to be exposed to the industry, that will create a certain level of authenticity of the identity of the customer, either applying or performing a transaction. So we're seeing all of this happening right now, including the infrastructure. We're also seeing the commitment of the telco to widen the coverage across the country. So the 4 pillars that we are looking at that will strengthen this is one, the industry, the whole financial industry is pursuing, strengthening both the process and the technology. Number 2, the infrastructure. The telecommunication companies are expanding their coverage. The government is also passing new legislation and at the same time putting up infrastructure for the national ID. And lastly, the consumer. We're constantly educating the consumer to ensure that they don't get victimized.
Thank you, Noel, for your insights on cybersecurity. BPI Chief Digital Officer Noel Santiago. Well, it's a